Lots of it, too. $70 million. That's what's in the draw for Lotto Max tonight. Plus, they're, what do you call it? They're guaranteed millions. I think there's 13 million of those. So I asked for numbers, just one number.
Yeah. We got 14,000.
Yeah, we got a ton. So I took the first five because I said I would. So those first five numbers are now in the draw. I just bought the ticket. Natasha, I asked you for a number. You picked the number 16.
Yeah.
So I added that to it, and we have a ticket in the draw for tonight.
All right.
And again, remember, you first five people, and I've noted your phone numbers, right, just because I'm serious, in case we win. Because, there's a great likelihood of that.
Oh, absolutely.
I
you
have
bought
your numbers.
The ticket.
That's
I mean,
right.
it's practically a guarantee.
It's almost a guarantee. You will, if we win, you each get roughly $8 million. Okay, so thank you for the first five people. You don't need to text in your numbers anymore. It's okay.
They're still coming crazy here. And now our next guest is going to tell us why we're just idiots.
You find this guy?
Yeah, I've spoken to Jeffrey before. So he's a statistician and an author and a professor in the University of Toronto's Department of Statistics, cross-appointed with the Department of Mathematics. A big, long title. But what it boils down to is we shouldn't be wasting our money on lottery tickets. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Nice to speak with you again. So are we idiots?
I would never use a word like idiot. And in fact, I often tell people, if you're enjoying the lottery and you're having fun dreaming about what you might win and so on, that's worth $5 right there. But if you really think, I think I'm going to win this time, well, you're probably not.
But someone wins. That's the argument from people who buy tickets. It may not be me, but every week or every other week, somebody wins a big one. How do you counter that argument?
Well, it's absolutely true. Somebody wins, but that's one person or maybe a certain small number of people out of the millions and millions of people who buy tickets. So, when you hear something happens to somebody, whether it's something good like winning the lottery or something bad like a crime or whatever, that's one out of millions and millions of people. So it's going to happen to someone, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen to you.
So what are the odds? I've heard everything from, and they're all ridiculous, like 1 in 13 million to 1 in 34 million. And I mean, and again, I feel like even though we hear those numbers, we're like, yes, but it could be me. But Jeffrey, what really are the odds?
Yeah, so when you play Lotto Max, you have to pick 7 numbers between 1 and 50 and try to match the 7 numbers that they pick. But the problem is there's lots of different ways of picking 7 numbers from 1 to 50. There's almost 100 million different ways that you can make that choice. Now, for the $5, you get 3 chances, but that still works out to about 1 chance in 33 million that you're actually going to match the jackpot. It's just very unlikely.
So I want to ask you a question because this is something you do. Have you ever bought a lotto ticket?
I haven't.
Ever?
In fact, at a certain point it became sort of a point of pride, but mostly because I know the odds so well, I can't even dream about winning the jackpot because I just know I'm not going to win it. I always compare things that are so unlikely to it and just say, you know what, I'm not going to win, so there's no point even playing. And at this point, it's a bit of a matter of pride. I feel like it's my professional life on the line. I'm not going to buy a ticket.
It's funny. That makes me almost a little bit sad, though, Jeffrey, because of what you said off the top, that like if that $5 gives you that dream and allows you to imagine, that a whole other life, isn't it worth the $5? So it somehow makes me a little sad that you don't, you can't, because of what you do, you can't allow yourself to do that.
Yeah, but I have lots of other dreams. So I do okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
That's good to know, yeah.
Are some lotteries easier to win than others?
Well, sure. I mean, the odds are a little different for each one, but any lottery which has big jackpots, so you hear about it in the millions, of course it's going to be unlikely to win, because if you think about it, the lottery company is doing it to make money, so it has to be that more people are buying tickets than the total amount that they're going to pay out in prizes. So what it means is if, for $5 you have some chance of winning millions of dollars, it's got to be a very small chance, otherwise they wouldn't be making money out of this.
Right.
So can I ask, I don't know if this necessarily follows, do you go to casinos ever? Do you ever kind of play blackjack? Or?
I've gone mostly just to watch. I haven't gambled too much. There are some ways that you can try to actually make money at some of the casino games if you have a lot of skill, like if you're playing actual poker as opposed to video lottery poker, then you can use skills, or if you're doing things like trying to count cards when you're playing blackjack. People have sometimes managed to make money consistently in the long run. And, of course, some people get lucky and make money in the short run. But in the long run, it's very difficult. And that's why casinos make so much money for the government. And because on average, people are going to lose more money than they're going to win.
I remember hearing an interview with you where you said that the best thing, if you have to go to a casino, you never have to go, but if you're feeling compelled and you want to actually have a chance at winning, that craps was the best thing to play. Your chances are best with craps. Is that true?
Yeah, so craps, if you play the regular way, shooting at craps, then it works out when you do all the different ways you can win to have about a 49.2929% chance of winning. So it's just a tiny bit less than 50%. And of all the standard casino games that have a fixed percentage of winning, that's the one that's closest to 50-50. So it's pretty close to 50-50, but it's still true that if you play in the long run, the casino is going to win more, and that's why casinos make money even off of the people playing
Such a
craps.
Debbie Downer. Listen, what if you play the roulette wheel? Is that not a good way to go? It's either red or black. You're kind of going to win half the time, aren't you?
Well, it's interesting. It's either red or black or green, because there's on the standard American roulette wheel is actually 2 out of the 38 slots are actually green, the 0 and the 00, and that's where they get you. So if you bet on red, let's say, you have 18 reds, but not 18 out of 36. It's 18 out of 38, and that makes it just a little bit less than 50.
See, he's good. He knows his stuff. Now, Jeffrey, last chance. You sure you don't want in on our Lotto Max ticket tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you win, you can send me a check. But,
yeah, because that's going to happen, pal. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Okay, thank you.
Jeffrey Rosenthal at the University of Toronto's Department of Statistics.
Isn't he great?
Dawn Downer. Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out one thing. That Lotto Max draw that didn't get won this week, the $65 million, I told you this yesterday. We were just talking off air. So nobody wins the 7 out of 7. One person got 6 out of 7 plus the bonus number. This is a $65 million draw. You know how much that person got?
How much?
$320,000.
That's not
enough. That's wrong. Damn, indeed. That's wrong.
We also didn't. I wanted to ask him also about the couple that has been playing for 36 years with the same numbers, and they finally just won $6 million. Like, it paid off their perseverance, but how much do you think they spent in
buying lotto tickets for 30 years?
Figure that out.
But isn't that odd that you have 6 out of 7 plus the bonus on a $65 million draw?
No.
No one's complaining about winning $320,000, but to come that close and that's all you get?
It's still a lot of money, but you would feel a little ripped off, I think.
I would. Like, there should be a thing where, if no one else is winning, you get $5 million or $10 million. That still leaves 50 or 60 for the next draw.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be winning this next one, so it's not that important. Anyway.